December 2024 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting months in gaming history. From long-awaited remasters to groundbreaking new titles, there's something for everyone. In this video, we're counting down 10 of the most anticipated games releasing this December, and why these games deserve a spot on your must-play list. The iconic tactical shooter, Delta Force, is making a triumphant return with an ambitious reboot developed by Teamy Studios. A nod to the classic Delta Force games of the 90s, this new installment brings modern graphics, large-scale battles, and a gripping narrative to the forefront of tactical combat games. The title combines a cinematic single-player campaign with fast-paced, large-scale multiplayer combat. Inspired by military operations like Black Hawk Down, the game promises realistic combat environments and an engaging story that will immerse you in the world of elite special forces. In the single-player mode, players will assume the role of a Delta Force operative in a globe-trotting campaign. Expect intense firefights, stealth missions, and emotionally charged moments as you navigate through perilous combat zones. The multiplayer experience features expansive, open-world maps where strategic teamwork and tactical skill are crucial to success. Whether you're engaging in intense firefights or coordinating large-scale assaults, Delta Force will challenge players to think and act like real soldiers. The game focuses on authenticity, with realistic weapons, vehicles, and environments that mimic real-world military operations. Teamy Studios has ensured that the gameplay maintains a balance between action-packed sequences and careful, deliberate strategy. With new tech and improved AI, Delta Force is set to redefine tactical shooters for the modern era, blending thrilling action with strategic depth. Get ready to experience the terrifying world of Alien like never before in Alien Rogue Incursion. Developed by Survios, this VR-exclusive survival horror game thrusts you into the heart of a dark and sinister universe. The game is set on the remote planet Perdan, where the Gemini Exoplanet Solutions research facility has fallen victim to an alien outbreak. You play as Zula Hendricks, a former colonial marine, who is accompanied by an AI partner, Davis-01, as you try to uncover the truth behind the outbreak and survive against the deadly xenomorphs. The immersive VR experience will have you feeling the full tension and dread of the alien universe. The game makes full use of the VR format to allow you to interact with your environment in new ways, whether it's aiming your flamethrower, hiding in the shadows, or preparing to face the ever-present threat of the xenomorphs. The adaptive AI ensures that the alien enemies behave in unpredictable ways, making every encounter feel fresh and frightening. Alien Rogue Incursion offers a thrilling combination of survival, stealth, and intense combat. The game's atmosphere is deeply rooted in the dark, claustrophobic aesthetic of the Alien franchise, with an emphasis on environmental storytelling and tension building. You'll need to use your wits and limited resources to stay alive, all while piecing together the story of what happened to the research facility. From the haunting corridors of the station to the alien nests that lie in wait, the game captures the essence of survival horror that fans of the franchise know and love. With its gripping narrative, terrifying atmosphere, and action-packed VR gameplay, Alien Rogue Incursion is poised to become one of the standout horror experiences of 2024. UFL is an exciting new entry into the world of football video games, developed by Strikers Inc. This title promises to challenge the dominance of established franchises like FIFA and PES by offering a fresh, skill-based experience that focuses on fair competition. The game is headed by Cristiano Ronaldo, who also serves as its ambassador, bringing a familiar face to a game aiming to revolutionize the sports genre. Unlike many modern sports games that rely heavily on microtransactions, UFL sets itself apart by promising a play-to-earn experience. Players will be able to build their dream teams and compete without being burdened by pay-to-win mechanics. The game offers a large selection of over 100 licensed teams, including top European clubs, and features highly detailed player models and stadiums, thanks to its partnership with Unreal Engine. The game's main selling point is its emphasis on skill and strategy. UFL introduces a new dynamic where players must master individual player movements, team coordination, and tactics, rather than relying on gimmicks or power-ups. Whether you're taking on opponents in online modes or challenging the AI in various tournaments, Show UFL puts the focus on soccer at its purest form. Realistic gameplay with an emphasis on player choice and teamwork. In addition to its multiplayer features, the game also offers a single-player mode where you can experience a more narrative-driven journey. With a strong focus on providing a realistic and fair football experience, UFL is shaping up to be a title that appeals to both casual players and hardcore football fans. Marvel Rivals is an exciting new addition to the Marvel gaming universe, developed by Second Dinner Studios, the same team behind the popular Marvel Snap card game. This game takes the Marvel superheroes and villains into the world of real-time multiplayer strategy, combining the best aspects of tactical gameplay with the action-packed world of Marvel. In Marvel Rivals, players assemble a team of iconic characters from across the Marvel universe, including favorites like Spider-Man, Captain America, Doctor Strange, and Thanos, each with their own unique abilities and moves. The game's core gameplay focuses on 5v5 team battles, where each player must carefully choose their characters, strategize their moves, and use the environment to their advantage in order to win. The arenas in Marvel Rivals are inspired by some of the most iconic Marvel locations, such as Wakanda and the Avengers Tower, offering a visually stunning backdrop for every fight. Each character's abilities are designed to reflect their comic book powers, adding an extra layer of strategy as players learn to combine and counter abilities during gameplay. What sets Marvel Rivals apart is its dynamic playstyle. It's not just about who has the most powerful characters, but also about how well you can control the battlefield, anticipate your opponent's moves, and adapt to ever-changing situations. Whether you're playing solo or with friends in co-op mode, Marvel Rivals promises fast-paced action with strategic depth. The game will be supported with regular updates that introduce new characters, abilities, and events, keeping the experience fresh and exciting for players over time. For Marvel fans, Marvel Rivals offers a deep dive into the superhero world, but with a tactical twist that encourages skillful play and team coordination. Power Rangers Rita's Rewind is a nostalgic, action-packed platformer developed by Enway, bringing fans a fun, time-traveling adventure. In this game, players join the Power Rangers to battle Rita Repulsa, who has discovered a way to manipulate time using a mysterious artifact. As a result, villains from multiple Power Rangers eras, like Lord Zed, Goldar, and many others, are causing chaos across history, and it's up to the Rangers to stop them. The gameplay is a side-scrolling brawler that captures the essence of classic Power Rangers action. The game allows you to play as different Rangers from various seasons, each with unique abilities and fighting styles. You'll encounter powerful enemies, engage in cooperative combat, and experience iconic Power Rangers moments, all while battling through time and space. The game's visuals are stunning, featuring hand-drawn animated characters that mimic the 2D sprite work of classic arcade games, while blending modern design techniques for an exciting visual experience. The levels are designed around famous Power Rangers locations, like Angel Grove and even the Moon Palace, offering both old and new fans a chance to relive classic moments. One of the highlights of Power Rangers Rita's Rewind is the cooperative multiplayer mode, allowing you to team up with friends and fight against powerful enemies and time-bending foes. Each era brings new gameplay elements, whether it's the use of different Rangers or changes in mechanics that reflect the times they're visiting. It's a perfect balance of nostalgia and fresh, engaging gameplay for both casual fans and hardcore Power Rangers enthusiasts. The game also introduces new characters and exciting lore, deepening the Power Rangers mythos while staying true to the show's fun and heroic spirit. If you're a Power Rangers fan looking for an epic, action-packed adventure, this is the game to play this December. ANTONBLAST is a vibrant, action-packed 2D platformer developed by Rita Games, offering a fresh take on the retro-style platformer genre. With its pixel art style, fluid animations, and fast-paced gameplay, ANTONBLAST draws inspiration from the classics of the 16-bit era, while introducing modern mechanics and design elements that make it stand out in the crowded platformer space. In ANTONBLAST, players control Anton, a quirky protagonist who must navigate through a series of challenging levels filled with traps, enemies, and puzzles. The game's central mechanic revolves around Anton's ability to blast through obstacles using a powerful cannon attached to his arm, allowing him to defeat foes, destroy walls, and interact with the environment in creative ways. This ability is vital to solving puzzles and unlocking new paths, creating a dynamic experience that requires both reflexes and critical thinking. One of the most beloved cult classics in gaming, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, is getting the remastered treatment with the release of both Soul Reaver 1 and Soul Reaver 2 in December 2024. Developed by Crystal Dynamics and published by Square Enix, this remaster is set to introduce these legendary action-adventure games to a whole new generation, while also appealing to nostalgic fans who experienced them on the PlayStation 2 and Dreamcast years ago. The Soul Reaver series follows the story of Raziel, a former vampire lieutenant turned vengeful anti-hero, after being betrayed and cast into the depths of the underworld by his master Kain. The remastered collection includes the original Soul Reaver and its direct sequel, Soul Reaver 2, with updated graphics, improved voice acting, and modernized gameplay. The remasters are built on the foundation of the original titles, retaining their compelling narratives, atmospheric world building, and brutal combat system, while improving the visuals to meet today's standards. In Soul Reaver, players control Raziel as he embarks on a journey of revenge against Kain and his vampire brethren. The game's innovative combat and platforming mechanics, combined with a unique, realm-shifting mechanic that lets you switch between the physical and spectral realms, make for an experience that was groundbreaking in its time. The sequel, Soul Reaver 2, picks up right where the first game left off, continuing Raziel's tragic and complex journey as he uncovers the mysteries of his past, his fate, and the world of Nosgoth itself. The Spirit of the Samurai is a visually stunning action RPG developed by Ronin Studios. Set in feudal Japan, the game immerses players in a deeply atmospheric world where they take on the role of a lone samurai on a quest for redemption and honor. This title blends rich historical elements with a fictional narrative, allowing players to experience the life of a samurai during a turbulent time in Japanese history. In the game, you play as Akira, a skilled samurai who has been betrayed by his lord and is now seeking to restore his honor. The world of the Spirit of the Samurai is meticulously crafted, with vast open-world environments, from the peaceful rice paddies to the chaotic battlefields. The game's setting is inspired by traditional Japanese architecture, temples, and villages, all rendered with incredible attention to detail, making it one of the most visually striking games in the genre. The combat system is one of the standout features of the Spirit of the Samurai. The game focuses heavily on precise, skill-based swordplay, combining fast-paced action with tactical depth. Players can choose to engage in stealthy approaches, using the shadows to avoid enemies, or engage in intense one-on-one combat. The combat system also incorporates a variety of martial arts techniques, including katana and spear fighting, as well as the use of a unique stance system that allows players to adjust their fighting style for different encounters. Throughout the game, players will be able to explore different moral paths, with choices that affect the narrative and gameplay. Will you follow the way of honor and protect the weak, or will you embrace a darker path in search of revenge? The decisions you make will shape Akira's story, creating a unique experience with multiple endings. Path of Exile 2, the highly anticipated sequel to the beloved action RPG, Path of Exile, is set to launch in late 2024. Developed by Grinding Gear Games, Path of Exile 2 promises to deliver an even deeper and more complex experience than its predecessor, with a brand new campaign, revamped gameplay mechanics, and enhanced graphics. Set in the same grim, dark world of Rayclast, Path of Exile 2 introduces a completely new story that takes place 20 years after the events of the first game. Players will journey through a new set of locations and face off against terrifying new enemies. The game will feature an all-new 7-act storyline, alongside new character classes, including the Saboteur, Templar, and Scourge, each offering a unique playstyle with different skill trees and abilities. One of the major changes in Path of Exile 2 is the complete overhaul of the skill gem system, which has long been a hallmark of the Path of Exile franchise. Instead of traditional skill gems, Path of Exile 2 introduces a new system known as Ascendancy, which provides even more flexibility and customization in character progression. The Ascendancy system gives players the opportunity to choose from a variety of specializations and abilities, adding a new layer of depth and replayability. The game also promises to enhance its already impressive skill tree, expanding the options for creating powerful builds and strategies. Players will also benefit from the improved combat system, which now offers smoother animations, new skills, and a more engaging experience overall. The Path of Exile franchise has always been known for its high difficulty level and player-driven economy, and Path of Exile 2 is expected to carry this tradition forward with even more complex mechanics and rewarding loot. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is an exciting new action-adventure game that puts players in the boots of the legendary archaeologist and adventurer Indiana Jones. Developed by Machine Games, the studio behind the critically acclaimed Wolfenstein series, The Great Circle promises to deliver an engaging blend of puzzle solving, action, and exploration, all set in the rich, immersive world of the Indiana Jones franchise. In The Great Circle, players will embark on a global adventure, exploring ancient ruins, deciphering cryptic artifacts, and battling villains in a race against time to uncover a mysterious and powerful artifact known only as the Great Circle. The game's story is set in the 1930s, during the height of Jones's career, and features a rich cinematic narrative that closely follows the spirit of the beloved film series. The gameplay is a mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and action. Players will navigate through exotic locations, from the dense jungles of South America to the hidden temples in Asia, using their wits to uncover hidden secrets and solve complex puzzles. Combat is also a key component, with fast-paced, dynamic sequences where Jones must take on enemies using his iconic whip, gunplay, and quick reflexes. There will also be opportunities to use Jones's classic charm and intellect to navigate social interactions, negotiate with enemies, and find clever ways out of dangerous situations. That wraps up our look at 10 of the most anticipated games coming in December 2024. Whether you're a fan of action-packed RPGs, retro platformers, or thrilling adventures, there's something here for every type of gamer. Let us know in the comments which game you're most excited about and why. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more gaming news and updates right here on GameWire Today.